Good morning. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is the replay of my TikTok and Instagram live. I go live every Monday and Friday. So we're going to look at the week ahead, find out what is coming in for us, what messages we need to hear. We're going to connect and see what's going on. Oh, let me get my candle lit. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. I'm just getting everything ready. Not time yet. Good morning, good morning. Come on in. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Jonathan. Happy Monday. Oh, hello from Malaysia. Oh, you're up late. Well, welcome. Thank you. Good morning, good morning. How was everybody's weekend? I keep donging the bowl. Hey, from Savannah, welcome. Ooh, from Egypt. I have some clients from Egypt, and I have people in the tarot training and in the VIP Soul Collective from Egypt. That's awesome. This is a collective reading, so stick around. You might get a message that resonates with you, okay? So what we're going to do, if you're new here, what we do every Monday and Friday is we look at everything that's going on throughout the week, okay? We're going to find out what's coming up for us Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday, we're going to look at Friday through Saturday. So you're going to see me looking back and forth. Here I'm on TikTok, here I'm on Instagram, okay? We're talking to both platforms now. Buenos dias. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to clear out the heart chakra, okay? We need to clear out the heart chakra because this is where we hold a lot, right? With our relationships, anxiety, everything. We all hold it just right here. So let's clear it out with the singing bowl right quick, and then we're going to get into the reading, okay? During the whole reading, you can ask me questions. This is not for personal readings. This is a collective reading, but you can ask questions about, thank you for the hearts, about tarot, Reiki, numerology, spirituality, relationships, all this stuff, because that's what I do, okay? I'm happy to answer your questions. All right, so all you're going to do while the bowl is singing is just receive the vibration, okay? That's all you got to do. Just receive the vibration and just let any fear and anxiety go. At the end, we're going to take a collective deep breath together. This is where you're going to pick up all the pain and anxiety and fear, and then we're going to blow it out. I'll show you, okay? But for now, just relax and absorb the vibration. Here we go. Just breathe. Nice and deep. Just relax your shoulders. Breathe. All right, let's all take one collective deep breath in. Feel your lungs, expand your rib cage, pick it all up in the heart. Now blow it out quickly. Feels good, huh? I love doing that. And we forget to do that because when we're in fear and stress, we breathe more shallow because we're like, so what we need to do is we need to remind ourselves to breathe deeply and pick it up and let it out because our blood needs the oxygen. Our brain needs the oxygen. This is why we do breath work, okay? Our pineal gland in here needs oxygen. So if you're not breathing deeply, then you're not going to connect as well, okay? So this is why we need to remind ourselves to breathe. It felt good? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's what we want. Okay, so let's see what our fairy blessing is. Then we're going to choose the deck that we're going to use for the weekly reveal. I've got a special one. Y'all can yay or nay it. We'll see. But let's find out what the blessing is first, and then we're going to choose the tarot deck. We'll do the tarot reading, and then we'll get into Oracle. If you're wanting to learn how to read tarot spreads, the tarot training group is open, but it's application only, okay? You have to be committed to wanting to learn how to read tarot spreads in order to get into this group. But yeah, we just started with the mini Celtic cross. Then we're going to expand to the traditional Celtic cross, and then we might even go a little bit further in the Celtic cross, okay? So we'll see. All right, we have the gift of sharing. I like this. I'm going to hold it close here. The gift of sharing. I love these cards. Aren't they pretty? So let's take a look at it. You joined tarot training last week? Good. How are you liking it so far? The video is pretty explanatory. Okay, so we have number 27. Okay, so let's talk about the numerology first. 2 is about relationships. It's about decisions, balance, duality, all of the things that help to govern our lives, okay? Relationships, they're the main source of where our lessons come from, okay? So we have number 7. 7 is a highly spiritual number. It's a highly connected number. It's like, it's really attached to your purpose, okay? The reason that you're here. Your purpose is to exist and to explore and to find self-love, find your awareness, and then share it with others, okay? This is why we have the gift of sharing. When we add 2 and 7 together, it becomes 9, okay? In numerology, 9 represents completion, fruition, and higher wisdom. So we went from the 7 up to the 9, okay? 9 is very spiritually intellectual, okay? So we have the gift of sharing. This could be anything, really. It could be the universe is sharing something with you. It could be that you have the opportunity to share something with somebody this weekend, or you're going to come across somebody that shares something really special with you. We always want to be open to receiving and to giving, right? Whenever we come across a situation to where we can be helpful, that's our job. Not to impose our opinion on somebody. But if they ask us for our opinion, or if they're including us in the conversation, then that gives us the opportunity to share what we've experienced and what we've learned. Not our opinion, just wisdom. Does that make sense? You're loving it? Oh, good. That makes me happy. She said, great explanation on how shuffling too much is manipulating the deck. Yes, we don't need to shuffle a lot. It's too much. It's too much. You shuffle once, you get your cards together, and then you do the reading. So anyways, I love this card, okay? Because if we want stuff to be given to us, then we can turn around and give back. That's why we go through these lessons. It's not for us to hoard wisdom. It's not for us to hoard things. It's for us to go through the lessons, go through the experiences, and then share it with others, because it's going to help somebody. Okay, this is why I share all of my past experiences, all of my knowledge, because it's going to help somebody. You learn a lot? Oh, good. Good. Okay, so let's pick our tarot deck that we're going to use for the week. Okay, so I do have this deck. It's the Friends deck. Okay, this is deck number 1, and then deck number 2. So this is Tarot Mucha or the Friends deck. So, I think the dogs are out of water, so the puppy is like scratching at it. So deck 1 or deck 2? Uh-oh, we got a race going on TikTok. Deck 1 or deck 2? Put it in the comments. I'm curious about 1. Every time I bring it up, everybody always picks the other one, so I'm just interested to see. Since Matthew Perry passed away, I thought maybe it would be nostalgic to use the Friends deck. So far, 1s are getting it on TikTok. Let's see. I think 1s are getting it. Instagram's slower. Okay, Instagram's coming in with the 1s. This is the Friends deck. Deck 1. Okay, let's do deck 1. It looks like lots of people are choosing deck 1. Hang on, y'all. My dog. Give me 1 second, because he's going to keep scratching at the bowl, and we don't want to be disrupted. Let me go get him some water. I didn't realize he already drank it all. Okay, much better. This puppy, he's something else. Oh, we gotta put that one back in there. Okay, so let's try the Friends deck. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any. Can we see the dog? When he comes back in here, I'll see if I can show him to you. I have two. They're Shih Tzus, and the new one, he's about to turn 1 year old. We adopted him from somebody that could no longer take care of him, and he is a character. Let me tell you, the brown Shih Tzus have the most personality. Just letting y'all know. They have the attitude, they have personality, all the things. So, okay, so let's see what's coming up for us this week. I want to make sure these are nice and shuffled. Good morning. All right, so we're going to look at each day, find out what the energy is of each day, Monday through Thursday, and then we'll pull Oracle and see what else they want to tell us. All right, so in tarot, we always cut the deck. This is what I teach in the tarot training. Oh, also, you guys, for those of you who listen to my videos and follow directions, I want to say thank you. Like, seriously, thank you for following directions, because people watch my video, especially about the 1111 portal, and they didn't listen, and they missed the fact that I said, go to my profile, because the list is linked to my profile. So either they put their name in the comments or they DM me their name. And I'm like, you guys, the list is in my profile, because if you want to be involved in the 1111 portal event, I have to have your permission to work on your energy, and that's when you put your name on my list, okay? I can't just grab people and be like, okay, I'm going to work on your energy. We don't work that way. So whoever listened and followed instructions, thank you so much. Those are the people that are meant to be on the list, and I appreciate you. Okay, was that you? Good. Okay, so let's look at today. Today we have the 7 of Swords, okay? Look, there's Monica. So the 7 of Swords, we keep pulling, don't we? So the 7 of Swords is all about deceit, or wearing a false mask, or doing things behind the scenes, okay? This is kind of like I'm needing to sneak around to get something that I want done. And it's a matter of working alone, but when you're working alone, you can't always get everything that you need accomplished, okay? Because see, they took the 5 swords, but they left 2 behind, okay? So when we see the 7 of Swords, remember 7 is a spiritual number, but when we're trying to hide ourselves, we're wearing a false mask, and it's going to cause a lot of drama in your life if you are hiding who you are, if you're trying to pretend to be somebody that you're not, if you're feeling like you have to be sneaky about things, it's never going to work. So this is a big theme that's running in these groups the past few weeks. We keep pulling the 7 of Swords. Okay, so this means that we need to really focus on this and talk about it. Because if you are hiding who you are, man, that's a shame. Right? Can't you imagine living your entire life feeling like you have to hide who you are? Living your entire life pretending to be somebody that you're not because you want to be accepted where you really probably don't even belong, or you're not meant to be there, okay? So today, Look out for ways that you are not being honest about who you are and what you desire. Okay? Look at the people around you and see who is really being authentic and who could be not telling the truth. What are you going to do about that? Okay? Because we come into contact with people all the time that are not telling the truth. And the Seven of Swords is telling you, you need to handle this situation. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Others that are fake people, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, who around you is not being authentic? Who is living a lie or who's lying to you? And it's a thing that you know. You feel it right here in your gut. Okay? It could be imposter syndrome, 100%. Yeah. Imposter syndrome, here's the thing about that. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. And you get imposter syndrome because you care. Okay? People like me, we still get imposter syndrome because we want to make sure we're always being authentic and we're always giving the best advice. And then we start to go back into this human self of like, well, who am I? You know, I'm just another person. But the universe is like, no, you came here to do this, so do it. So yes, imposter syndrome definitely can be connected to the Seven of Swords if you're doing something that you really feel called to do, but you have this fear creeping in. Imposter syndrome, you still do it anyways because you know that this is your calling. Okay? I answered good. Makes a lot of sense? Okay, let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the Five of Pentacles. It says, we'll act for pennies. Look at that. It's Joey. Okay, so let's think about that message. Let me put this down so I can hold the card. So let's think about the message of will act for pennies. So we're talking about wearing a false mask and pretending to be somebody that you're not, right? And this person here is like, well, I'll pretend to be somebody else just to get breadcrumbs from you. We don't want that. Okay? If you are feeling lack on Tuesday or the whole week, if you're feeling lack right now, this is your opportunity to change that around because you're the one that is in charge of your life, okay? Five of Pentacles, 5 equals change. You are in charge of the change and you need to know your worth. So he's talking about, I will act for pennies. Hell no. Do you really think that in real life he acts for pennies? That's how you feel sometimes these days? So how do you focus to get rid of that feeling? Well, you have to know your worth. You have to know that the right people that are meant to be around you will be around you. And they'll appreciate you just as much as you appreciate them. It's got to be a reciprocated type of energy here. Okay? So if you are trying to be somebody just to get breadcrumbs from somebody, man, you are in a lose-lose situation. Okay? And you should never put yourself in a situation to where you feel like you're between a rock and a hard place, or you have to pretend to be something just to get something. That's manipulation. Did you know that? If you're trying to do something in order to get somebody to do something, that is manipulation. We should do things and be our authentic self because that's what we feel, not an expectation to get something from somebody else. Unless you're going and you're getting a service, right? For the imposter feeling, like I said, it'll always creep in because you care. You just have to continue to work through it and trust yourself. Yeah, don't settle for less, for sure. All right, so let's look at Wednesday. Ooh, Wednesday we have the King of Cups, much better energy, okay? So the first 2 days, today and tomorrow, we're focusing on the mind and we're focusing on like the physical reality of like worth, okay? And then on Wednesday, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very balanced energy. He's very empathic. He's very emotionally stable. He is about taking action towards what fulfills you, taking action towards really diving deep and following the heart space, okay? He's very Scorpio energy. Well, we're in Scorpio season. So he understands things on a deeper level, and he knows what to do. He knows what action to take. And he really, think about a king, right? He's very particular about who he allows in his circle. He's not going to allow people that are sabotaging his kingdom, right? He looks at the people around him and he's like, okay, I like you because you have good advice, or you're helping the kingdom, or whatever this is, right? And he really cares about the people that are in his circle or in his kingdom. Okay? So let's look at Thursday. Oh, see? We keep getting the 8 of Swords too. Look at that. It's in reverse. Good. It's much better in reverse. The 8 of Swords is about stepping out of your own self-imprisonment. Well, we started with the 7 of Swords here, right? It's kind of like your own self-deceit, potentially, because this is a general collective. So the 8 of Swords is stepping out of your own self-imprisonment, okay? In the traditional Rider-Waite, you'll see a castle behind them, okay? Because the castle indicates, like, the home, the family, structure, law, all that stuff. And this person feels stuck. But the only reason why they feel stuck is because it's all in their mind. They're doing it to themselves. They feel like they have this obligation to do what everybody else does. Well, you're not everybody else. You're unique. Okay? So this is you deciding to take matters into your own hands and to step out of this, to realize that you're not stuck. You can step out of this at any time, but fortune favors the brave. If you're too scared to step out of whatever situation that you have felt bound to, that you feel like you just can't really do anything. It could be a situation to where you feel like everything you do is wrong. We've all been there, right? So this is you going, you know what? I think I've had enough. I know I've had enough. And now I'm coming out of this because I don't want this life, right? This is stepping out onto your own journey, onto your own path, claiming your own destiny. All right? Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have Justice in reverse. So Justice in reverse indicates an imbalance here. It indicates like something's not fair. So if you are giving, and everybody's taking, and you're getting breadcrumbs because you're being this person just to get breadcrumbs from everybody else. Why? Okay? So today, you really want to focus on being your true authentic self and who's being authentic around you. Like, I used to have people around me that I knew they were being fake, especially when they would go out in public. They'd be this whole different personality, and I'm like, for me, like, I can't be anything but myself, right? It's just who I am. I don't know how to be any other way. So when I see somebody being fake or like bringing about a whole different personality, I'm just like, oh, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Oh, yeah, fitting as we're heading into holiday season for sure. I'm telling your life story. Uh-oh. You pulled this card for yourself this morning. Okay, so listen. Okay. Oh, hang on, let me see. Yes, Friday. I said that on Friday. Own your own shit for sure. We have to own our lives. Okay? If you are not willing to own your life, then your life is going to own you. Let's say that again. If you are not willing to own your life is going to own you. So, would you rather be in charge of your life, or would you rather just let things happen to you and bitch and complain? The choice is yours, okay? So when we have Justice in reverse also, it indicates potential issues with relationships because this is Libra energy, okay? Justice also is about breaking contracts. So if you are in a relationship and it's hard and it's tough and it feels like a karmic lesson, well, you've initiated a contract with this person to learn this lesson. So whenever you finally go, aha, I get it, now get the hell out of my life, you're done with that contract. Okay? And we don't let that contract come back. Also, if you have anything with contracts this week, make sure that you read the fine print. Make sure it aligns with everything that you want. Okay, that could be a new job contract, could be a contract on a home, a car, all of those things. Make sure it aligns with everything that you want. If you're needing to break a contract, if you're wanting to leave a job or leave something, then do what is right for you, okay? Because on Thursday, we do see that you are breaking free. This is your responsibility. So whatever you're feeling lack in your life, evaluate it. Because remember, we have the gift of sharing. Well, who's doing the sharing? Is it just you? Or are you surrounding yourself with people who love to share their knowledge, their love, their support, all of those things, and you share it back? So let's get some Oracle. Let's get this deck. Uh-oh, you're late, Charlotte. Well, we had time change here, so that's probably why. Our clocks went back an hour. Let's see. Okay, good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I appreciate that y'all are resonating with this message and you're getting value out of this. Makes me happy. All right, let's see what else. We have the man here, okay? So the masculine energy is all about taking action. The masculine energy knows what to do. This is why we're looking at the King of Cups here, right? Because he sees the situation, he knows what he feels, and then he takes action. He looks at the people around him, and he's like, you know what? You're not really supporting this, the way I'm supporting you. So I'm going to have to go ahead and just exit, okay? Or he has that conversation, he's like, how can we make this better? So this is at the bottom it has an A for ace, and then it's number 28. So this card is 27, okay? Looking at your relationships, deciding which way you want to go, and looking at it from this spiritual level, looking at, okay, is this aligning with my path? If not, then I need to make a different decision. 28 is this blocking things from coming in for me? Because relationships will block your abundance. I cannot say that enough, you guys. It's so true. Relationships, toxic relationships will block your abundance. So look at the people around you. Are they always bitching and complaining? Are they always talking about lack? Are they always talking about other people? Like that low vibe shit, that you're putting yourself right into their energy and you're going to wind up matching it. And this is why we have justice in reverse, because it's a mismatch. That is not your vibe, okay? So this is also, when you add 2 and 8 together, it becomes 10. 10 is connected to the Wheel of Fortune in tarot. So the Wheel of Fortune is about things aligning and the wheel turns for you. You're up leveling here. Something good happens because you finally came into alignment. All right? Let's see. Oh, y'all did time change too? I thought we were the only ones that did it, honestly. That was your husband, ex-husband, and you matched it well. Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to soak up other people's energy. Oh, yeah, both backgrounds are blue, yeah. Which, we talk about the throat chakra, but it also represents water, right? So we got to dive into these emotions because water also represents our intuition, our psychic abilities, in tarot and oracle. The deck that the sharing card is from is the Fairy Blessing cards. You can screenshot it if you want to. Try to get both cameras. Okay, so let's see what else we need to know. Oh, good for your daughter, Charlotte. Good for her. That's a big step. Leaving a toxic relationship. Thank you all for the hearts and the love. I appreciate you. You're welcome. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Oops, I got it upside down. Okay, we have the hammer. We have hard work, working things out, building something, trying to fix things. Okay? So it was reversed when I picked it up. So what this tells me when it's in reverse is it's not as hard as you think it is. Okay? And we can't fix something that the other person doesn't want to fix. Right? We can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do. But also, this says working things out, building something. So what are you building? Your life, your experiences. And like I'm saying, if you're surrounding yourself with toxic people, with lazy people, with people that would rather just like talk shit and drink and all that other stuff, then it's going to seep into your energy and you're going to wind up doing the same low vibe stuff as they are. Okay? So why don't you think about what you're trying to build and who you're surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with other builders? Are you willing to do the hard things to, I like the hammer because the hammer can create or destroy something. Right? You can use the hammer to build something, but you can also use the hammer to destroy something. So it's like, wouldn't it be nice to build something, to build what you're trying to, we all have this vision in our minds. We all have this vision of what we would like our life to be. Okay, if money was not an object and fear was not an object, we have this idea of what we want our life to be. This would be great. This would be ideal. But it's like, are you sitting around waiting for that to happen? Are you still trying to fit into this false ideal of who you're supposed to be? Or are you taking those steps to get you closer to that ideal lifestyle? Because if you can dream it, if it's something that has remained in your mind for a long time, then that means there's something there that is definitely meant for you. That means that this is part of your energetic blueprint. And if you ignore it, then life sucks. One of the things nurses talk about is when people are on their deathbed, they have so many regrets about the things that they held on to that they shouldn't have. They have regrets about people that they held on to that they shouldn't have. They have regrets about things they wanted to do, but they were too afraid to do it. That was one thing. I never wanted to have regrets. And so I was like, I'm just going to have to say fuck it and go for it. And now I'm living a life that I absolutely love. And it's only getting better and better every day because I ask the universe, how much better can my life get? And it does. The universe shows me. My brain and the universe work together. They have to answer the question. Okay? Live like you're dying. Yeah. Pluto energy, Scorpio, King of Cups, can create or destroy. Yeah. Perfect. All right, let's see. What else? Yeah, no regrets. Oh, I would hate that. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I love doing this. I love doing this every Monday and Friday. I wish I could do it every day. I wish I could hang out with y'all all day, every day. But obviously, I do have to work. But, we need these messages. Ooh, we have Rosemary, Ancient Memory. Look at that. Ooh, Rosemary. I love Rosemary. Ancient Memory. Oh, I love that. Never say it doesn't get better than this. I love that. Yeah, because it can always get better. Yes, how does it get better? Absolutely. You're right on track. So, ancient memory. Let's look in the book about this because I feel like there's something in here we really need to hear. Because that's what I'm saying about the thought, the idea of this life that you desire is there, okay? And it won't go away, right? That's because it's important. So it's number 3, because what is 3? We've been talking about 2. 3, remember, creative expression, communication. So there's something communicating with you that you need to listen to. I tell you guys over and over again, you always know the answer. It's just whether or not you're willing to accept that answer. That's the difference. Okay, so number 3, ancient rosemary. Remembrance, ancient memory, multidimensional sight, recollection, commitment, loyalty to a vision. Did I not just fucking say this? The cards don't lie, right? You can't make this up. The cards hear what we're talking about, and the cards read the energy. So when it's reversed, if we're in the low vibe side, it says nostalgia, longing, disassociation due to trauma, induced amnesia, resurfacing of past emotions, and confusion. Okay? So you're getting the opportunity to really evaluate both of these energies this week. So at the beginning, we're looking at the low vibe side. Okay? At the beginning, we have the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. So it's like, are you in this disillusionment that you have to be somebody that you're not? Being delusional means living in a fantasy, right? It's not reality. So if it's not your reality, why are you in it? Okay, then we have the King of Cups, and he's like, oh, okay. Let me look at the truth of the situation. Let me see how I can change things around. Let me see how I can evolve. Because remember, the Scorpio goes from Scorpion to the Eagle. Eagle represents the sun represents the self, okay? And then the Phoenix. The Phoenix burns down that old mask, that old self that you were living as, and then is reborn as its true self. Big, powerful, strong, connected, okay? So that's what I'm saying with this, when I'm talking about you have this vision, you have this knowing, and it's there for a reason. It's calling to you. Just like the knowing that I was supposed to be a coach, that I was supposed to be in the metaphysical, magical realm. I just knew it. And I could not give it up. No matter how much people were talking shit about me, like family, friends, whoever else, I don't know, I didn't give a shit. But like they tried to, crab method, they tried to pull me down into the bucket. And I was like, nope, I don't belong here. And I kept going, and now I get to do this every day. This is my life. I coach, I read tarot, I do numerology reports, I talk to y'all. We do the collective Reiki session once a month. We're doing tarot training. And then on the weekends, I go sing, and I help people to have fun. It's a freaking awesome life. I love it. And you can be in love with your life too. You just got to be brave. All right, let's see what else. I'm just going to make sure I have these shuffled nicely. These oracle cards you do read direct and reverse. Yes, life authenticity or live authenticity, both. And that's what they say is the strongest energy is authenticity. Because why is it the strongest energy? Because you are in your vibration. When you are in your authentic vibration, it's super strong. Because that is your vibration. You own that vibration. When you're in somebody else's vibration, it's going to be weak because that is not yours. You don't resonate with it. That's when you start having all of these problems. But when you're in your vibration, it's strong. because it is on the same frequency. I hope that makes sense. Look at that. We have envy in reverse. This card comes out of this deck a lot, whether reverse or direct. Envy in reverse talks about things are getting better for you, because if you stop comparing yourself to other people, if you stop being jealous about other people's journey, and you really start living in your authenticity, and you know that you are meant to receive, you are meant for greatness, you are meant to be happy, you are worthy, just like anybody else, then you don't experience this. Things get better because you are in your authenticity. You are owning your vibration. Okay, this is why also we keep getting this Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse is you are owning your own vibration, because swords are thoughts, ideas, and communication, right? So you're not, you know, it's like from childhood, we have all of these things programmed into us. Oh, sorry. From, you know, our parents and our teachers and just anybody, because we were like sponges. But whenever we decide to finally start thinking for ourselves, that's where we start to experience the magic of life. You do go through resistance because, number one, it's something different. It's a new vibration. And number two, the people around you are going to be like, what the hell's happening? Where are you going? But you have to be like, you know what? Just trust me and watch. Kind of like that song, Uptown Funk. Don't believe me, just watch. There you go. Let's do this one. Good morning. We have vertigo. Whatever you choose will be correct. I love this because it's true. Okay? Whatever you choose, this I've taught this before. It's like there is no right and wrong decision. The decision just is. You're making that decision for a reason. Either you need to go through more lessons, or you've learned the lesson and now you're choosing differently. So either way, it's right. Because here we have this key. I told you, you always know the answers back here. Okay? The subconscious always knows the answer. And so it's your logical mind that needs to catch up, right? So whatever decision you make is the right decision for you, because either you got to go through more of that experience, or you've mastered it and now you're ready to move on. Okay? So don't worry about making the right or wrong decision, because here, look, it's number 35. I know it's hard to see. It's number 35 here. 3, again, like we were talking about, that creative expression, communication, all of that. 5 is change. When you put them together, what does it make? 8. 8 is abundance. 8 is self-attainment. Okay? It's being in that nice energy flow of receiving all that is good. It's not just about financial attainment. It's about abundance of peace, healing, happiness, love, all of that. Okay? So your decision is going to be based on where you are energetically and how brave you are to live in your authenticity. Okay? Because there's so many people that don't want us to live in our authenticity, because then life in the world would look a lot different, right? We are programmed with commercials and just influencers and all that other stuff that are like, oh, you're not anybody unless you have this. You're not anybody unless you do this. And so they're constantly pushing us out of our own authenticity, or out of our own vibration. Okay, everybody else is doing this, so you should do this. I've never been that way. I've always been like a go against the grain type of person, and it hasn't been easy. It really wasn't easy when I was younger. But it gets you a lot farther, because you're not just following everybody like a sheep, you know? So Whenever you choose to live in authenticity, you're choosing to be that rebel and to go against everything that's being like thrown in your face constantly. I mean, for example, like TikTok Shop, you know, TikTok Shop, like TikTok is suppressing my videos somewhat because I don't put a lot of stuff on my videos in accordance to TikTok Shop. They want you to put product on your video all the time. And if you do, they're going to boost your video, right? They're going to send it out to more people because they want you to constantly be shopping. They want you to constantly be feeding that ego and feeding their pockets. And so I refuse to put a product on every single one of my videos. Like, you rarely see it, right? Because I see through it. I see it for what it is. And you have video after video after video of like, buy this, buy this, buy this. And it's like, holy shit, it's overwhelming. And that's why we're all broke. Because we spend all our money on shit that we don't need, but we have been influenced to think that we need it. So when people tell me they can't afford, you know, like my VIP Soul Collective, that is only $7.77 right now, or they tell me they can't afford my tarot training that is only $9.98 right now, I'm like, that's because your priorities are not in alignment yet. Because I guarantee you, there is something every month that you buy that is unnecessary. And you could have done something that is going to help you to progress on your journey. It doesn't have to be my groups. I'm just using those as an example. So it's like you have to really get real with yourself and be like, okay, where am I allocating my money and why? And how can I shift this around to where I'm in the flow of money and it's doing something to help money grow for me? So let's see what else we need to know. And then we'll pull, speaking of money, we'll pull out of the money deck in just a second. We have elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay? Do things differently. You are unique. You are here for a reason. You're signing up? Awesome. What did I miss? Your currency is bad. Don't say that. That's funny. Keep your eye, I gotta move around so I can see. Keep your eye on future goals. Yeah, while appreciating your present. Absolutely. So yeah, moving beyond ancestral patterns. Just because your parents, your grandparents, everybody else does it one way does not mean that's the right way. Okay? It just means that was their programming. That's where they were at that time. That's what worked for them at that time. Look at how happy or miserable they are. Okay? We got to move beyond these things in order to tap into and connect to the divine energy, in order to really make a massive shift. Because that's what I'm teaching my kids. You know, I'm like, my oldest is 22, my youngest is 15, and I teach them, follow your own path. I will guide you in every way possible that I can, but ultimately, I don't want you to be just like me, because you're not supposed to be just like me. You're supposed to be your own person. If you have your own calling, you have your own energetic blueprint, follow it. Let it lead you, and go discover yourself, go explore life, experience everything that you can, and then you'll find yourself. Because I don't want them to be just like me. I'm already here. Oh, you're transferring to a better job? Nice. Congratulations. All right, let's see what else we need to know. What do we need to know about money? Oh, you're from Malaysia. Nice. Welcome in. Oh, and you're from Amsterdam. Awesome. Look at y'all from all over the world. I freaking love this. Whoop. Okay. Okay, so did y'all see how that just flipped over? I was sitting here shuffling normally. This is how we know that this message is meant for us because it just flipped over in my hand and I was not doing the crazy shuffle trying to make stuff fly out. Okay, for everybody that's in my tarot training, I talk about this. The crazy shuffling is not true tarot. It is not a thing. Okay, that's very masculine, chaotic energy and very manipulative and very left-brained. Okay, we don't want that. So let's look at it. We got this last week, I think. Laborer. So I'm going to read it again because there's 3 ways to resonate. Number 1, a new job of some kind is coming your way or you're going back to work. Well, that's perfect for you, Jonathan. Number 2, a career in construction, maintenance, or any kind of labor work could be for you. Like I said last time, if you enjoy working with your hands, if you enjoy doing labor work, then go for it. Okay? That might be what you're good at, what you enjoy. And number 3, your dependable and loyal nature will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. That's what I'm saying. The fortune favors the brave. If you do not give up on what you know to be yours, right? What you know to be your calling, what is calling you, if you do not give up, I'm telling you, you will be rewarded. You will tap in to that flow, okay? But we have to understand how to be our authentic self. We have to be brave enough to be our authentic self. We have to move away from people who are not in a really good vibration. And we all know those people, right? We all know those people. You just have to be brave enough. Because let me tell you, there are billions of people on this planet. There are many, 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 many people that will resonate with you. So don't be afraid of being on your own. If you stay in one spot your entire life and you only consider these people as part of like the pond or whatever that you get to choose from, then yeah, it can really seem like if you let these other people go, then you're not going to have anybody. But if you broaden your horizons, if you see that that's not the only place that you can live, that's not the only place that you can look for people to connect to, then you realize that there are billions of people that can resonate with you, right? I found that on TikTok. So I have almost 270 something thousand followers. And then all of a sudden Instagram took off and now I've got over 15,000 followers there. So there are lots of people that will resonate with you. All right, let's see what else we need to know. There's that eagle. Okay. I was just talking about the eagle, remember? If you just joined us, we were talking about Scorpio energy. So Scorpio goes from the scorpion. The scorpion, it will literally throw a fit and kill itself because it's so dramatic. All right? So don't be that. Don't be the person who sabotages your own life because something didn't go right. Okay? So the scorpion goes from the Scorpio goes from the scorpion to the eagle. The eagle represents the sun represents the self, okay? And then it goes to the phoenix. And the eagle, think about eagle eye. The eagle eye can see things perfectly from way up there, right? They can see it from a higher perspective. And they know exactly where they're going and exactly what they want. They can fly down, swoop down, pick it up. And they're golden. Scorpio is dramatic. It's true. When I learned that, I cracked up laughing because I was like, I can imagine a Scorpio or scorpion getting so pissed off about something that it literally stings itself and kills itself. It does. It's dumb. Anyways, so yeah, think about this. We're able to see things from a higher perspective. We realize, like I said, we're not stuck to this one spot, okay? You have this whole planet to look at, not just your little town, okay? So broaden your horizon and find what you feel like is right for you, right? Put those blinders on narrow that vision in, and don't give up on it. Because as soon as you give up, you move further away, and then you're going to repeat the old cycles again, because the life is trying, the universe is trying to push you to your highest expression, which is what you set to experience when you came here. Okay? The Pluto energy will burn everything down. Yeah, I like that. I always say that. I'm like, I'm going to burn the whole fucking place down. I'm a fire sign, so can you imagine why I say that? Let me put these away so I don't get them mixed up. Yes, this is recorded, and I put the whole thing on YouTube. So if you missed the beginning, yes, you can go watch the whole thing on YouTube. My YouTube is, so you're looking at this on Instagram. My YouTube is 22 Guru. There is no dot there on YouTube. On TikTok, it's just like my TikTok handle, 22 Guru. That's on YouTube. Everything's linked on my website too. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what Leos do. Man, we'll burn the shit down. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to know? We got a little bit more time. Ah, look. We have the ladybug and sweet pea. Success. Happiness. I'm just like making shit up. But the ladybug is lucky, so it would be success. Well, success is happiness. Happiness is success. Okay? So the ladybug, a lot of people confuse the ladybug with one of the, like another beetle. I forget the full name of it, but it's like more of like an orangish beetle. And ladybugs right now are actually pretty rare. It's sad. It's sad, but they are. So whenever a ladybug shows up in your life, especially if it lands on you or shows up in a dream or something like that, it means good luck. Well, when you find your happiness, you are lucky, because most people don't really find true happiness. Most people just exist to get through life. Can you imagine? That's what we were talking about earlier, right? Being on your deathbed. All the nurses talking about everybody being on their deathbed and having all these regrets. Can you imagine going through your entire life, not really living, not really doing much, and having all these regrets of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas? I wish I would have explored the planet. I wish I would have let this anger go or resentment go. I wish I would have told that person how much I love them. There's so much. So if you are able to find true happiness, then you are successful. You are very lucky. Okay? You have one in your fish tank? Oh, interesting. If you're feeling stuck, then you just have to start making different decisions. Okay? This is what we're talking about with the Eight of Swords in reverse here. Okay? The Eight of Swords in reverse indicates you are taking matters into your own hands, and you're stepping out of this energy of feeling stuck, because you're never stuck. You always have options. Okay? It's just whether or not you're going to be brave enough to step out and start making those different decisions. Yes. Joy is your birthright. Happiness is a choice. Perfect. Okay? Let's do one more, and then we'll close it out. Let's see. What else do we need to know? This is my Queen of the Moon Oracle. I love this deck. It's one of my OG decks. Yep, there's that fear. Okay? And look at that person crouching down. sorry, there's a reflection. That person crouching down right there, hiding. You can see that maybe as the inner child too. Okay? So if we've experienced things to be fearful about, and it's number 2, or it says wax and gibbous 2. If we experience things that made us fearful in childhood, then we still have that aspect within us if we have not acknowledged that. Okay? We are in Scorpio season. Scorpio is about going deep within and connecting to your inner child to figure out, okay, what brought me fear and why? What really sticks with me as an adult and why? And how can I see that from a different perspective now that I'm an adult? How can I love on my inner child? How can I let them know that they're safe? If you need an inner child healing session, go talk to Madi. She is connected on my website, okay? She's listed. She's our inner child healing expert. She can look at photos of you and pinpoint the ages of significant times in your life where you experience something that is still sticking with you. Okay, she's going to help you work through that. So anyways, if you have all of this fear, you've got to look within to find out where it is and why. We got to shed this light on this fear and this pain and go back to that time where you were like this person here, crouching down in fear and shame and guilt and all the things. And then we have all the birds. Well, birds represent thoughts, okay? So these are all the thoughts flying around, and then you see the cage there, okay? Feeling stuck. But you're never really stuck. You're free. Free to move about the cabin. So, we're going to leave it at that. I hope that this message resonates. And like I said, if you missed the beginning, I will put it on YouTube. So make sure you're following me on YouTube so you get the alert when I post it. I also send out an email every Monday and Friday with the link to the reading. If you have not gotten into the VIP Soul Collective for the 11/11 portal event, it is linked in my profile. Okay? Please do not put your name in my comments because that does not give me permission to work on your energy. It is linked in my profile. I promise. It's very simple for you to get to. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a collective Reiki session and sound bath session. You do not have to log into anything. You don't have to attend a webinar or nothing like that. You just relax, enjoy your day, and I do all the work, and then I send you the recording, okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you need anything else, the link is in my bio. Email me, and I'm happy to help, okay? Love you all, and I'll be right back here Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, okay? It has changed. Our time has changed, so if you're in one of the countries where your time doesn't change, make sure you check the time and see where it lines up for you, okay? All right, love you all, and I will see you on Friday.